And hello, everyone. Welcome back to Eye Opener Society. Welcome back to our Thursday night sermon. We are being broadcasted live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live across Facebook as well as YouTube. And I just wanted to give everyone a heads up because I know I've had it mentioned to me a couple times about streaming over TikTok. I tried it. Um, I actually downloaded a whole program for my desktop, but they wanted an application that I have to fill out. And not only do I have to fill it out, but I need to fill it out every 14 days. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just using what we're using right now because I think it's going to work out perfectly, more consistent. If you would like to join us, don't forget, go on our Facebook page. I actually have the link to our Restream account. And that Restream account, you could join us live right here too, as well. So we are here today, and I want to thank everybody. And I wanted to do a very special thank you to Carly and Carla from Appalachian Rootworks. I know you hear us talking all the time about them, but Carly and Carla have been absolutely fantastic. I was down in Cynthiana, Kentucky over the weekend. I done my very first in-person meditation class. I can't thank them enough. I want you to go to AppalachianRootworks.com, check them out. Uh, and here's the announcement. I know if anybody was following this show, I took almost 6 months of letting everybody know that I'm moving at the start of the year. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving. But the cool thing, uh, I'll probably be relocating again, but this time I'm going to be relocating to Cynthiana, Kentucky. I got it in my mind. I want to do it, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. You see, all of us have passions. Every single one of us. We all wind up uh, at some point in time wanting to do something. We want to do something that we have a passion to do. Maybe we're starting too late in life with it, or maybe you just felt like you never had the energy, the guts, whatever it was, to actually set out and do it. Now, I have confidence in everybody. So, everybody that's listening, everybody that's picking up the recording of this, no matter when you tune in, you still have the opportunity to do what it is you want, your passions, your dreams. This is your life, and you must take charge of it. I've talked about this when I started this ministry. I got together with Lizzie and I was just like, hey, let's start a church. And Lizzie's like, hey, I always wanted to start a church. You know what? I sat there and I said, I thought about this 4 years ago. I never did it, but all it took was that one chance where I just said, you know what? That's it. This is going to be done and I'm going to do it. And look at where we are now. We're already doing sermons. We're broadcasting this. We got a lot going on in the background. It's a passion of mine that I wanted to get done. The other passion that I wanted was to be in a place of comfort for my own sake. Now, I'm very comfortable out in the woods with just a tent. I'm good with it. As a matter of fact, I'm very good with it. I'm overly excited for that kind of stuff. And the only reason, the quietness, the security that I feel when I'm out in the woods alone, sitting up against a tree, rocks, under a tent, under the stars, wherever it may be. That's where I want to be. That's the place that I love so much. Now, this extends as well to where I live. And most of us, maybe we're comfortable where we live. Maybe we're not so comfortable. But here's the thing, we have the ability to move. We're mobile people. We don't need to be stuck in one spot. But most importantly, you should not be stuck in a place where you feel uncomfortable. And I don't care where that place is. Uproot yourself, Go out there, have an adventure, explore. Even if it's not permanent, even if you just say, hey, I'm going to take a month and I'm going to explore every single corner of the country or every single corner of the world, it's up to you to do it. It's up to you to make that move. See, I can only motivate so much on these sermons. I can only give ideas so much. Really is up to you, the individual, as a human being. When we are so confined in a space that we no longer like or we feel no longer resonates with us, being stuck in that place kind of makes life more difficult for us because every day becomes a challenge. How am I going to make this better? And everything I taught about happiness, positivity, we could apply that every single day. But if it is a physical need to get up and move, change the scenery, do it. I've waited way too long and I've changed my scenery many times. I've moved all up and down this East Coast. I've seen different things. I've been in different places. But now, this stage of my life, I'm looking for something more. I want it not to be a move just for a job opportunity. I want it to be a move due to a passion of mine because I want to be in a place where I am accepted, where I'm going to have people supporting me all the time around me, meeting new people that resonate with me. It needs to be a complete adventure. And that's what I'm looking for. That is my dream. That is my goal going forward. And I'm making every single possible step to do so. There's no reason at all why you cannot do the same thing. And you know what? You might be very comfortable where you are, and that is fantastic too. So why not take that and add that to the positive things in your life? Use it to better yourself. Use it to better the people around you because you're able to express yourself better and sometimes even more when you're in that place of comfort. This is exactly what I found when I was down in Cynthiana, Kentucky. I found that place. I found that feeling. I found that emotional growth I've been looking for. And how did I recognize it? Well, as soon as I got home. When I get hit with all of the lower vibrational energies, when I get back to where I am, I recognize and I realize right then and there, I need to make a change. There's nothing wrong with making those changes. As a matter of fact, there's nothing wrong at all with making changes as often as you need to. There's no limits. There's always going to be people out there, and I've dealt with it. I dealt with it at the beginning of this year when I started making some decisions and I started to express those decisions. Right away, people, especially people close to you, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. Oh, what about this? What? Listen, I don't need the negativity. You out there do not need the negativity. You need positivity. You need somebody behind you telling you, yes, you can. I admire your passion. I admire your dreams. That's what you need. And that's what I am here to give to you. That sort of positivity, that sort of encouragement. That's something that we all need. And that's something that we should start doing more of when we're talking to people and we are asking them, what are your desires? What's your dreams? Those people are going to express that to you right then and there. That's when you should be interjecting and saying, that's a fantastic dream. I hope all works out for you. If there's anything I can do to support you, this is what we need. This is part of Eye Opener Society's mission. We want to support everybody. We want to support your dreams. We want to support you. And that's what we are going to do. My name is Gary Dean. I'm the founding member of Eye Opener Society. I'm going to turn things over now to the co creator of this wonderful ministry, our dear friend, the Cosmic Fairy Princess Lizzie. Let's bring her in.
Hello. I'm really excited to talk today, and I honestly couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to talk about. This week, I ripped my toenail off, and of course, everything that I do, I just turn it into a big spiritual quest for knowledge and truth. So I spent a lot of time researching a lot of things, but truly, what everything all circled back down to is everything that we're exploring, everything that I can find about trying to heal your nervous system, your body, all of that is under the assumption that you can kind of just put everything on pause. Because I can put my toe up for a couple of days. I absolutely did that. That's easy. It only takes a couple days to heal a toe. But your nervous system, that takes years. It takes years. When I first heard about burnout, they said it takes 2 to 5 years to heal from burnout. And I thought, bullshit, who's got time for that? And, the thing is it does actually take some time, but not, I think, because that it actually takes time. I think it takes time because not everybody's nervous system heals the same way, and disappearing off into the woods or some sort of retreat just doesn't work the way that I think, at least my imagination wants me to think, because truthfully, even if you are able to go on a vacation and recenter yourself into everything of peace, everything's still waiting for you when you come back. And maybe you are refreshed and you're not like at your boiling point and you can look at it differently, but it's still there. And so this is something that I've been really pondering and playing with the last little bit, because I don't believe that you're ever left without what you need, which means if it's not practical for you to disappear into the woods to recenter your soul, that must not be necessary, which means somewhere in the chaos, you can heal your nervous system. And how that is, I don't know. I think that's why they think it takes 2 to 5 years. But the thing is, what I've learned is you can absolutely bloom anywhere, and you can also be trapped anywhere. I've met some really happy people who, on perceiving what they're experiencing, looks like a life I would never survive. And then I also see people who look like they're living the life that I like wish I had, and they can't even like see what they have. You can bloom anywhere and you can be trapped anywhere, and it's completely your choice. But with that, there's also a caveat, because there's a caveat to absolutely everything in the spiritual world. Everything is your choice, which means that it is because you wanted it to be. It's giving you something. But this can also come down to this place where a lot of people have a hard time with that, because it makes them feel like the things they've been through is their fault. And those two truths are not, they're not synonymous like we think that they are. We're playing a game, I think, where there's not rules like we would like them to be. I believe that all the rules that do exist are the ones that we agreed to. A lot of people talk about how in this world everything is so polarizing, good and evil, light and dark, all of that. But polarity from a cosmic perspective is really just the opportunity for freedom of choice. And so truly, sometimes, if we're not conscious, that choice is going to be chaos. It is going to be all, I guess chaos is the best way to explain it. Trapping yourself in a place which makes you feel like it's your fault, you're in a spot you don't like, really removes your choice of removing it, because if you had a choice, you would not be there. But when you look at it as it's a choice of what you're experiencing from that, you can give space for gratitude, can give space for grace for everything that's happening, and that opens up choice, because when you can see what's in your situation that is good, you know what you want to amplify. And when things are allowed to just exist, not great, and you can give them grace to just exist, you can actually find solutions to most of your problems. Because everybody wants to go in already with a solution, it limits what you can do, which traps you out of choice. Everything in life seems to be about the polarities. You it's almost like you have to focus on one side and then the other. If you started a soft, little, squishy, compassionate being, at some point you're gonna probably have to get a little too harsh. And if you started a little too harsh, you have to get all nice and squishy soft. And usually you do both and then you integrate the both of them. And then somewhere along the lines, it comes out to a long list of spiritual gifts and qualities that you see why you went through it. Because everything exists on this double-sided thing, it creates a lot of arguments between the two different sides. You could scroll through TikTok and one will be about how everything is about conscious choice, and then the next one will be about how everything is about surrendering. And the truth is it's kind of both of them. You surrender to find your baseline, but at some point you have to evolve that to expand your capacity. But back to that 2 to 5 years of the nervous system, that's different for everybody. And somewhere in the chaos is space for you to find peace. And that's going to be different for everybody. But the beautiful, beautiful thing is that your body is so magically designed to give you everything that you need. Like, okay, if you don't listen to me regularly, this will sound kind of all over the place, but I swear it comes with purpose. I was learning about farts, okay? And your stinky farts come from your body fermenting protein because you don't have enough fiber. Because it needs to ferment that fiber for all of the other things I don't remember that it needs. But if the fiber's not available, it'll ferment the protein. And that's actually where you get stinky farts. Just fun fact. But the thing is if you don't give your body what it needs, it'll adapt in other ways. The universe, your body, your soul, your mind always gives you everything that you need. The choice lies in if you can give it space to be seen or not, or if you just think you already have the solution. Because if you already think you have the solution, it probably will take you 2 to 5 years to figure it out. And I guess that's kind of everything. I hope that everybody's had just a beautiful week, and I hope that everybody's been hugging trees because it's spring and the trees need you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lizzie. Thank you so much to everybody that joined us on our sermon. Don't forget, every Thursday night, join us right here, live Facebook, YouTube, or just pick up the recordings. Either way, we love hearing from you and we thank you all so much. We will see you again. Don't forget our Monday shows every Monday.